Sagittarius is the wild spirit of the zodiac, the eternal explorer, the risk-taker, the rule-breaker. They aren't just independent, they demand freedom in every sense of the word. While others crave stability and structure, Sagittarius craves the unknown, constantly chasing new experiences, ideas, and adventures. Trying to control a Sagittarius is like trying to catch the wind. It's impossible. They don't follow traditional paths, and they don't conform to anyone's expectations. If you try to pin them down, they will slip through your fingers faster than you can react. And if you think you can change them, you're in for a rude awakening. But what makes Sagittarius so untamable? Why do they resist attachment, rules, and anything that limits them? Here are 5 undeniable reasons why Sagittarius can't be tamed, no matter how hard you try. 1. They refuse to be boxed into one life. Most people find comfort in routine, in knowing what's next. Sagittarius, that's their worst nightmare. They need variety, spontaneity, and the thrill of something new. If life starts feeling too predictable, they will shake things up just to feel alive again. This is why they struggle with anything that feels restrictive. Jobs that demand the same routine every day, relationships that limit their independence, or social circles that expect them to fit in. Sagittarius isn't wired that way. They thrive in uncertainty, always seeking the next adventure, the next challenge, the next destination. Take a Sagittarius in a relationship. The moment they feel trapped, they will create distance, not because they don't care, but because they physically can't handle feeling confined. If their partner tries to control them, they'll disappear overnight, with no explanation and no warning. Sagittarius isn't meant to stay in one place, live one life, or follow one path. The second someone tries to contain them, they will find the nearest exit and never look back. 2. They are addicted to the thrill of the unknown. For Sagittarius, life is a never-ending quest for knowledge, adventure, and new experiences. They aren't content with what they already know. They are obsessed with what's still out there, waiting to be discovered. This is why they constantly seek out change, whether it's through traveling to foreign countries, jumping from one hobby to the next, or reinventing themselves whenever they feel like it. While others fear the unknown, Sagittarius runs toward it, chasing the rush that comes with something unexpected. Ever met a Sagittarius who suddenly moved to a new city without telling anyone? Or one who quit a stable job just to explore a completely new career path? That's their nature. They aren't reckless. They just know that staying the same is far riskier than taking a leap into the unknown. This is also why Sagittarius struggles with long-term commitments. It's not that they don't want love or success, it's that they fear anything that feels final. They want to keep their options open, always leaving room for the next great opportunity. If you try to tame them by forcing them into a fixed plan, they'll rebel before you even finish your sentence. 3. They speak the truth, no matter the consequences. Sagittarius doesn't sugarcoat things. They don't lie to make people feel better. And they definitely don't censor themselves just to fit in. They are brutally honest, sometimes to the point of being reckless, because they value truth over everything. This is why they can't be tamed. They refuse to conform to societal expectations of what they should or shouldn't say. If something is fake, they'll call it out. If they don't respect someone, they won't pretend to. If they feel trapped, they'll make it very clear. Their honesty can be refreshing, but it can also be intimidating. Not everyone can handle their unfiltered opinions, especially when Sagittarius has no problem exposing uncomfortable truths. They don't argue just for the sake of it. They genuinely believe in standing up for what's real, even if it makes them unpopular. Ever seen a Sagittarius walk away from a friendship or job simply because they couldn't fake respect? That's their untamable spirit at work. They won't stay where they can't be fully themselves, and if you try to silence them, they'll only get louder. 4. They are always chasing the next big adventure. Sagittarius is restless by nature. They aren't designed to settle. They are meant to explore, to wander, to push boundaries. This is why they can never truly be tamed. There is always another adventure waiting for them, and they won't ignore it just to make someone else comfortable. This can make them difficult to hold on to in relationships, friendships, and even careers. If they feel like they've seen all there is to see, they won't hesitate to move on. Not because they don't care, but because they have to. Their spirit demands constant growth, and staying in one place too long feels like slow death. Ever met a Sagittarius who can't sit still, who always has a new plan, a new goal, or a new obsession? That's not a phase, it's who they are. They thrive on newness, and if a situation starts feeling repetitive, they will find a way to escape it. This is why trying to tame a Sagittarius never works. They are always looking at what's next, and if you're not growing with them, they'll move on without hesitation. Before we explore the last and final reason, visit our website zodiac.co for in-depth blog content, free daily horoscopes, and personalized zodiac readings tailored just for you. Use the code YouTube25 at checkout to enjoy 25% off your first personalized reading. Now back to the video. 5. They don't follow rules, they make their own. Sagittarius was never meant to follow the crowd. They aren't interested in doing things the way they've always been done. If a rule doesn't make sense to them, they won't follow it. Simple as that. This rebellious streak isn't about being difficult. It's about refusing to accept limits that don't align with their values. They believe in personal freedom, not societal expectations. If they don't see the logic in a tradition, they won't participate. If a job feels meaningless, they'll quit without a second thought. If a relationship starts feeling like an obligation instead of a choice, they'll walk away without regret. Trying to control a Sagittarius is pointless because they don't respect authority just for the sake of it. They only follow their own rules, and if something doesn't feel right to them, they won't compromise, no matter how much pressure they face. This is why they are often drawn to unconventional careers, lifestyles, and relationships. They aren't interested in fitting into a mold. They are interested in creating their own path, no matter how unpredictable it may seem to others. So if you think you can tame a Sagittarius by forcing them into a structure they don't believe in, think again. They will always choose freedom over comfort every single time. Sagittarius is wild, unpredictable, and completely untamable. They don't just resist control, they reject it. Their need for freedom, adventure, truth, and constant evolution makes them one of the hardest signs to hold on to. They don't stay in one place for long, they don't play by the rules, and they never let anyone dictate their path. If you try to limit them, they will break free. If you try to silence them, they will speak even louder. And if you try to make them stay, they will disappear before you even realize what happened. Sagittarius isn't meant to be controlled. They are meant to roam, explore, and live life on their own terms. So if you ever find yourself trying to tame one, just know this: they were never yours to hold on to in the first place.